Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone for a second date update today let his emotions get the best of him on his first date. And now I don't even know why he's on the phone to do a second date update. If I were him, I would not want to see this girl again. I actually don't even think I'd want to go in public again.
It's that
but
bad?
regardless, he emailed us and wants to do a second date update. His name is Keith. What's up, Keith?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh my God, Keith, I feel like you should be embarrassed for yourself, but I don't really know why yet.
Yeah,
Your email was crazy, man. I cannot believe what actually happened on your first date. We'll get into that in just a second. But first off, how'd you meet the girl that you want to call today? What's her name?
Allison.
Allison. So how did you meet Allison?
We met through an online dating site.
Okay, that's pretty normal.
I just haven't dated very much, and my friends finally convinced me to start doing some online dating. And I tried a couple of the free online services, and just they were terrible. I had terrible experiences.
Yeah, the free ones are never good.
He sounds like the memory is still haunting him right now.
Oh yeah, PTSD. One girl I met within the first 5 minutes of our date, she asked me how much money I made.
Whoa.
Oh. Do you make a lot of money? I realize it's the first couple minutes we've met, but now I want to know.
Yeah, having flashbacks. And when I wouldn't tell her, she literally was like, "All right, well, this is done," and she left, and it was over.
Wow.
I can't
Okay.
believe you even continued online dating after such a horrible experience.
I know. And then the worst part is it didn't get any better. I met this other girl on a date, and she brought her dog, and I kid you not, she talked to the dog more than she talked to me.
All right, so you've had a bad run.
Yeah, on these free. So I finally was like, okay, I'm going to sack up. I'm going to pay for a paid service because maybe the quality will be better, So
Right.
Is this the first date that you went on off of that paid site?
Yeah.
Oh.
And this one sounds like it went very well. I mean, at least for you.
Yeah, comparatively speaking, it started out great. Met Allison. We went to brunch.
Oh, that's a fun date.
Yeah, and just from the moment I saw her, instantly I knew there was something there. She was gorgeous. I couldn't believe it.
Is
Okay,
this
and then
now-
right off the bat, she didn't ask you how much money you were making, or she didn't have a dog with her, so that's a plus.
She's off to a great start.
But I feel like you've lowered your standards so much compared to the other incidences that you had.
Yeah, I mean, I know my standards had been kind of lowered, but she was better than I ever would have expected. She was smart, she was cute, she was sweet, and she just seemed normal. She just seemed like a normal person that I had a really great connection with, and it kind of caught me off guard, and I just was starting to feel overwhelmed, but in a good way. I was swooning, and
Oh.
I just got caught up in the moment, and that's when I think I messed up.
Yeah.
What could you
Tell everybody what happened and then explain why you did this.
Okay, just try and understand all the context. So, so we meet, we're hanging out, the date's going great, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. And she gets up to go to the bathroom. And at this point, I'm my heart is just overwhelmed, it's overflowing. I'm she's the one. She has to be. I know it sounds crazy, but I felt it. And so while she was in the bathroom, I decided to do something crazy.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So when she gets back, she sits down and she looks at me and she can kind of tell I have something I want to say. So I look to her and I say, "Look, I know we just met, but there's something I need to tell you." And she says, "Okay." And I straight up told her I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm breaking out in hives just even hearing that. And I love love.
Yeah, no, I know. It sounds crazy, even me saying it right now. But I don't know. I just was in the moment. I couldn't help it. It's I would have regretted it forever if I didn't. I made a ring out of a paper napkin, and I got down on one knee in the restaurant.
And did everybody see this, or was it just you
Oh,
two?
yeah. People were applauding. They were smiling.
What did she do?
She, well, I could tell she was shocked. I don't think she saw that coming.
No, I guarantee she didn't.
Did she think that you were joking?
No, I mean, she knew. There's no, I was dead serious. She could see it in my face.
How did she react?
Gosh.
She was calm. She didn't freak out, but she's kind of looked at me after everyone quieted down and was nice about it. And she was just kind of Keith, this is our first date.
And What did you say to her?
I was like, I know, but I just feel this, and I can't deny it. And she was like, I think I should leave, and then she left.
Yeah, because Keith, you sound crazy. Yeah. I'm just going to lay it out there.
I mean, I know how I sound.
Did she leave you right there in the restaurant by yourself?
Oh, yeah, I finished my Eggs Benedict alone.
Who wouldn't have left? You've got a crazy psycho stalker proposing to you within, like, the first hour of meeting someone.
I mean, that kind of thing happens, right? You've seen rom-coms. When you know, you know. And I really thought she felt the same way.
What?
Maybe she did. Maybe, you know what, she ran right out of the restaurant to shop for a wedding dress.
She's been busy planning this whole time, and that's why she can't get back to him?
Yeah, probably.
What did she ever do to make you think that she thought that she should marry you and get engaged right there on your first date?
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair question. So when we were talking, I like to go to comedy shows, in my spare time, and I told her that, and she wanted to come with me. I've never met a single woman who was excited about.
So that means that you ask for her hand in marriage on a first date?
Yeah, well, I guess I read it wrong. Whatever.
Yeah. I'm guessing you haven't talked to her since this date.
No, and I have tried very hard.
Yeah.
I know she's the one. That's the thing. And I should have just waited. I should have played it cool.
Yeah.
I should have held my tongue, but I couldn't.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, get her on the phone, and see if we can get you guys a second date, and then maybe you can get married after that date, okay?
Oh, that would be amazing.
All right, well, we'll get your second date update right after this. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know what I'm hearing in today's second date update? Wedding bells.
Oh, my
That's
God.
right. I feel like this is going to be the first ever second date update that ends with a couple getting married live on the radio over the phone.
Wow.
If you just tuned in, Keith is on the phone. He wants to call Allison. They met online, went out for some brunch. He got a little wrapped up in his emotions and actually proposed to her on their first date. And then she stormed out. He hasn't talked to her since. It's obvious why she's not talking to him, because she thinks he's a weirdo who proposed on the first date. But Keith, here's my advice to you, man, before we make this phone call. If you fall off that horse, you get right back on.
Oh.
When we get her on the phone and you talk to her, propose again, Keith. Just keep proposing. She'll eventually say yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how that works, but
I don't know, man. I think you should just go for it one more time.
Keith, what's your plan here? Apologize?
I mean, I've already apologized so many times on her voicemail and through text message, so I think she understands I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just want a chance to explain.
All right, here we go. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, okay?
Look, before you call her, if you guys can have my back on this, I need all the help I can get.
Yeah,
So,
you really do in this second date update. I'm not going to lie to you. You need all the help you can get, okay?
please.
I'm dialing her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Allison.
Yes, this is Allison.
Allison, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Who's this again? I'm sorry, I'm
This is Jubal. I host the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
not sure what that is.
Oh, okay, good. Well, it's a radio show. It's pretty much the only explanation I can give you there is a little bit of talking, a lot of crappy music, and we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. I'm assuming you've never heard of that either.
Not familiar with it.
You went out on a date recently with a guy named Keith.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Keith told us about your date.
Oh really? What do you know? Do you know that he proposed to me?
We do. Yeah, he told us all about that. He says that he feels bad, but he also wanted to get you on the phone and tell you that he liked you a lot and wanted to see you again.
Really?
Let me ask you a question, okay? How did you feel when he proposed to you on your first date?
I thought it was really weird.
I feel like that's an understatement.
Definitely.
Has that ever happened to you before?
Oh, come
No, definitely not.
Was it scary, creepy, a little bit of both?
It was crazy. I mean, when you picture getting proposed to when you're young, a little girl, you don't exactly picture it happening on the first date at brunch.
You don't?
No.
Weird. Okay.
So
Yeah, he told us all about your date, and he said that he feels really bad, and he's tried to apologize to you, and he just wanted to be able to talk to you again to see if you'd go out with him.
I mean, he should feel bad. What was I supposed to do?
Say yes and marry the guy?
so
Right.
dumb. Was there any part of you that thought like, well, it's romantic?
No, I was completely shocked. It was one of those things where you just pause. It took me about 3 minutes to even get a reaction, and I didn't even know what to think.
So I'm guessing that the reason you aren't calling him back for a second date is because of the wedding proposal. Was there anything else?
Does there need to be another reason?
I don't think so. That's enough of an explanation. You know, Keith did talk to us, and he doesn't sound like a weird guy. He just says he got caught up in the moment, and he was super excited because you're like the best girl he's gone out on a date with ever, and he handled it the wrong way.
That's sweet that he says that, but I mean, we were vibing, we got along, we had, a good connection at first, and I felt a spark, but when he broke into tears and started proposing, I thought he was crazy.
Yeah.
Switches it up a
I
little.
would-
Yeah, it changes things a little bit, changes your whole vibe.
Yeah.
Allison, I do need to let you know that Keith is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Hey, Allison.
Oh my God. What do you want?
I just want a chance to explain myself. I told you I'm sorry. I know that what I did was crazy. I know it was insane. I got caught up in the moment. I'm an emotional person, and I don't have a good excuse. I just got caught up in the moment.
It's not
Man.
the 1920s. I mean, you don't just meet somebody and marry them off in the afternoon.
Yeah, no, you're right. I get that. But can you honestly say you weren't feeling anything? I can't be the only one who was feeling something.
No, I was. I mean, I liked you at first, and you seemed normal, and I definitely felt a connection. But when you broke into tears and proposed, I just thought you were crazy.
Okay, that makes sense. That's totally fair. I'm not crazy. I've had some terrible experiences dating in the past, and you were so cool and normal, and I just felt it, and I got lost in that moment. I got caught up in it.
I feel like if that's the kind of guy you are, then who knows what other reckless decisions you'll make down the line.
Oh, no.
Dude, red flag is what she's saying.
I understand. Yeah, I get it. I understand how that could be a red flag, or how I could seem crazy and unstable. I'm not you want to call my friends, and I have people who will vouch for me. Just
You want to supply references to Allison?
I will. I think this is important. I don't want to lose this potential relationship just because I messed up on the first date.
I mean, it's a shame because I liked him too. I'm just not looking to get married tomorrow. I'd like to date someone for a little while before we talk about marriage.
So you did like him, though, before?
Yeah, I did.
Well, then why don't you give it one more shot and go out on another date? Would you like to go out on a second date with Keith? We will pay for it.
Come on.
Allison, before you answer, I need you to know I did watch a couple rom-coms on Netflix the week before we went out, so I was in an emotional place already.
Blame it on the rom-coms. I love it.
It's like Katherine Heigl just gets to his heart, man.
Allison, will you go out with Keith again?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. This whole thing is just so weird.
Come on.
You cannot blame her, you guys.
Allison, the only thing I'm proposing right now is a second date. I just want to do this the right way and forget about the first date and just move forward. That's all I'm asking.
Allison, can you forget about the wedding proposal on your first date and go out with Keith one more time? I know that's a lot to ask, but do you think you can do it?
It is. If you guys think it's a good idea.
Wait.
I do. I think it's a great idea. At least see one more time how he handles himself. I mean, he's not totally crazy.
See, right there. You said he's totally crazy. I'm
No.
going to change my mind again. I'm going to go back.
I said he's not totally crazy.
Yeah, but
he just
even-
got a little worked up, you know?
You're saying partially crazy, though.
Everybody's partially crazy. And you can't find somebody that's fully sane.
Yeah, no, I just can't. I'm sorry, I
No?
can't.
Oh, man. All right.
Come on.
What happened? We were there, and then
I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
So close.
What did we learn? What have we learned, though? Okay, this is all about learning. What did we learn from today's second date update?
that love isn't real.
No.
That's so sad.
We've learned that, but we've also learned no rom-coms before your next date, okay?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today's second date update could go very well or very poorly.
Why this one?
Because the dude that emailed us explained the date as the date of his life.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
His name's Trevor. Trevor, what's up?
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
All right. How are you?
Good. Your email that you sent us described the date that you went on as the date of your life.
Yes. It was like my life had turned into one of those ridiculous romantic movies, like Serendipity, the John Cusack. I mean, it was just, it was insane. I know.
Okay.
It sounds so corny, but it was.
So
it was totally insane.
Why don't you tell us about your rom-com date?
I was at lunch with a friend at the Seattle Center, and I saw this girl, like, she was eating lunch at another table.
Trevor, I don't mean to stop you, but the way that you described it now, everything you say, I've just got a scene from a movie in my head.
The violin's
All right.
playing in the back.
Yeah.
So she was eating lunch at another table.
She was eating lunch at another table, and she was probably the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I mean, she was just gorgeous, and I couldn't hear her talking with her friend she was with, but every so often I would hear her laugh, and she was just, it was
Jubal,
insane.
give the man a chance.
Trevor, I apologize. I'm not laughing at you.
Yeah,
I'm
he
just-
has a.
I understand because I feel a bit ridiculous, but it happened.
You asked her out.
I just decided, what the heck. I went over and excused myself and said, didn't want to interrupt, but you are literally the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life.
It's
and
kinda cute.
I would love it if you would go out on a date with me.
It's
And-
kind of cute.
And she said yes.
Well, she kind of laughed, and she said she was flattered, but she was only in town for a few days.
Okay.
And I said, that doesn't matter. Let me take you for a night on the town and show you what Seattle's all about.
All right.
So we set up a date for the next night, and we just went down to the Pike Place Market. The place is all lit up at night, and we we had these little French pastries that are like covered in like powdered sugar.
Oh, those are so
And-
good at the
And
market.
so of course I get it like all over my face, and she just laughs and she wipes it off my face.
Dude,
Couldn't have been more adorable. I mean, come on,
right there was that's
Oh
a
my
scene from a
God.
montage in a movie, man.
I'm going to start writing
Did
this
you-
up, and we're going to make royalties
Yeah.
off this story.
All right. So how did the date end?
We ended just at a park, and I was just feeling. And it was a clear night that night, so the stars are out, and I start getting a little corny, and I had this little
Start
night.
now?
You continue.
I try to carve our initials in a tree, which is I'm a total failure at. But because my pen knife is like worthless. But but of course she thinks it's hysterical.
Let me go back there for a second there, Trevor. Trevor. One, you carry around a penknife. Two, you try to carve your initials in a tree on a first date.
This is how amazing this girl is.
And she laughed. She was into it.
She was into it. She thought it was cute and ridiculous, and and then to top it all off, I just jumped on top of the bench that we were sitting on, and I just announced to the world, I love this woman.
Oh,
You did not.
And,
you did like the jewelry commercial thing, like where they're standing there and I love this woman.
The Tom Cruise on
Exactly.
Oprah's couch moment.
Yeah.
More importantly, you used the L word.
Because she was amazing.
What
can I
did she say? What did she say at the end of the date?
She said she had a great time, and kissed me goodnight, and then she went home.
Vanished
And,
into the dark.
I still feel like you're screwing with us, dude.
No,
Like,
I swear, it was the most ridiculous date of my life.
Okay.
I sent her a message the next morning, and I called and left her a message, and she's not calling me back.
Where does she
and-
live?
She was from Detroit. She was in town from Detroit.
Mhm.
But the thing is, it was such an amazing night. I'm willing
Yeah.
to go out to Detroit and see her. I'll go wherever she is.
You get one shot at love, and he found the love of his life, told everybody at the park.
You do realize
Then you love
Jubal's
her?
making fun of you right
Not
now,
at
right?
all. Not one bit.
You know what? That's fine because it was the most ridiculous night of my life, and obviously it is fate, and I've got to track this girl down wherever she is.
Okay.
Don't let our cynicalness get you down.
Well, Trevor-
I support you.
Trevor's a listener. He knows. I mean, at least you know that we were going to rip on you a little bit, right?
Yeah. Well, I knew
Okay.
I was for it. And I knew the story I was going to tell, so I just knew that it was going to be never ending.
I'm excited to talk to her.
But it's worth it.
I'm excited to talk to her.
I'm excited to talk to her, too. She sounds like a wonderful, wonderful person.
She may be the love of my life as well.
Trevor, all right, we're going to call her right after this
Okay.
and see if we can get her on the phone and ask her why she hasn't gotten back to you.
All right.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Just reminding everybody joining us, we are replaying one of the most talked about second date updates ever. Why? Because after the segment airs, we're going to talk live to Trevor and Alexandra and find out exactly where their relationship stands today. Okay, if you didn't hear the first part of the second date update, I'm not going to go into nearly as much detail as Trevor did about his date. But Trevor met a girl named Alexandra who's from Detroit, actually, showed her around Seattle. A couple of the highlights, took her to a park, tried to carve their initials on a tree, ended up jumping up on a bench in the park and exclaiming that he loved her after they kissed. Basically like a romantic comedy, not even a romantic comedy, just a romance novel.
Yeah.
Would that be an okay description, Trevor?
Yeah, I'd say so.
No, Trevor, she's from Detroit, so you're totally willing to make a long-distance thing work.
Absolutely.
We're going to call her right now, get her on the phone, see if we can get an answer why she's not calling you back. And you can jump in whenever you want to talk to her.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Alexandra, please?
this is Alexandra.
Hey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. I'm sure you probably have no idea who we are.
No.
Okay. We host a morning radio show in Seattle,
Okay.
and we wanted to call you to ask you a couple questions about a mutual friend.
Oh.
When you were in town here in Seattle, you met a guy named Trevor,
Yeah.
and you guys had a kind of an evening out together, right?
Yeah. Oh my
And-
God.
Things just get more intense
Yeah.
with Trevor, don't they?
We're calling to ask you why you haven't called Trevor back.
You're calling to ask me why I'm. This is weird.
I know.
Is it any weirder than your first date? Come on.
Here's what this is. We do a thing on our show called the Second Date Update. We're basically just calling you to ask you why you haven't gotten back to him.
Oh, well, I mean, it's really hard. I'm in Detroit.
Did you like him when you went out with him?
Yeah, I did. I mean, at first I was like a little bit, it's not what I'm used to, like someone being so intense so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as long as he wasn't like 100% serious about jumping up and declaring his love on a first date, like if it was just kind of for fun, I had a really good time.
But, you know, you say it's just because of long distance, but didn't Trevor make it completely clear that he would do anything to make this relationship work?
Yeah, he did, but it was a first date.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I lived in Seattle, maybe things would be different.
Okay,
I
so
don't
it's,
know.
Alexandra, it's solely the Detroit-Seattle thing that you don't live here. That's it.
I would definitely, if I lived in Seattle, go out with him again.
Okay.
Alexandra, the distance shouldn't matter.
I know, but I like
Alexandra,
that
this
job.
is Trevor.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were on the phone, too. Oh, my God, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah.
No.
Trevor is on the phone.
Trevor is smitten.
Alexandra, I think you know, I had the best date. One night, it just can't be enough. It just there was something magical there. I mean, I know that sounds incredibly ridiculous to say, but
Alexandra.
I would move heaven and earth to have a second date with you right now.
Oh, my God.
Come on,
Alexandra,
Alexandra.
you should see the faces of all, well, everybody in the room because we're all women. You should see the faces, though, of like Brooke and Lydia seriously melting. Now, is that too much for you, or did you find that romantic too?
I have to say, I wish you could see my face right now because I'm totally bright red. I'm so embarrassed, but like that just touches. I don't know.
Yeah, Alexandra, I'm sorry
worried,
to pick up.
Trevor, that you're gonna maybe expect too much too soon, but how could I say no to
No
sort of
expectations. No expectations. If it was a fluke and our second date is like a complete disaster, you'll never hear from me again. But it's just it was just too. I mean, I know I came on like super intense, and I jumped up on park benches and ruined trees, but it was just, I don't know, it was just such a crazy night, and I just feel like you just can't let something like that just happen once. There's got to be more, and you need to go for it.
Alexandra,
Yeah.
do you believe in love at first sight?
I don't know. I used to think I did, and now I don't, but do you?
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone right now. This is so weird. All right.
I told these guys earlier, Alexander, that I never even thought about it twice before, but when I saw you at lunch that day, I know it seemed like a line, but it was also true. You are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. And if I need to fly up to Detroit for a weekend to have a second date with you, then I will come out to Detroit. I don't know what will happen after that, but something has to happen. So,
wow.
if whatever I need to do, I will make it happen because you are amazing, and I want the second date.
At the end of these second date updates, Alexandra, since you're not familiar, we always pay for the couple to go out again if they want to go out again. It'd probably bankrupt the radio station to pay for a plane ticket because we don't have a lot of money here.
We could buy dinner in Detroit. Come on.
Well, I was saying dinner. Yeah, plane ticket. I said we can't do.
Oh, okay.
If he can get himself out there,
Yeah.
we'll pay for dinner. And in Detroit, with your economy, it's probably like $5 anyway, right? So
It's like living in a developing country.
Oh, that's so mean.
but we'll pay for dinner for you guys if he can come out there. Would you be interested if he flies out there to go out with him?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yes.
We have to get an update of how the second date goes on this one.
Oh, definitely.
I think something could come of this. Yeah. I really do. I'm not a love at first sight girl, but I'm an incredibly amazing attraction at first sight that can turn very easily into love type of girl.
I now understand why romantic comedies do so well. Because people buy into them completely.
But maybe every once in a while a romantic comedy is actually based on real life.
It has to come from somewhere.
It's not a romantic documentary.
All right. Hey, well, congratulations, you guys. Alexandra, now that you know that Trevor is going to come there, you guys have to sort it out and get back to us and let us know what happened after your date, okay?
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
God, I'm excited.
I love love.
Yeah, me too.
We just replayed one of the most popular second date updates that we've done to date. Alexandra and Trevor. Trevor fell in love with her at first sight. She was out here on vacation from Detroit. They had made plans for Trevor to go to Detroit and spend time together and see if the movie love that Trevor thought he felt was a real thing. Well, Trevor emailed us and said that he went to visit her just about 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Trevor, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Like
Good.
great, or like in love great? Come on, Trevor.
So you went to Detroit. You stayed for the weekend?
Yeah, I got my own hotel and stayed Friday through Sunday. We had dinner on the show Friday night, and she took me out to the Motown Museum and hung out with a bunch of her friends who were really great.
Trevor, were you nervous going out there?
I was a little nervous because, that date was so crazy. Leading up to it, I kept thinking, what if it was just like this crazy dream I had? And I get out there and it's a disaster.
Let me just recap real quick. Trevor spotted Alexandra across the courtyard at the Space Needle. The heavens parted. Birds started singing, and he fell madly in love.
Pretty
Right,
much it was
Trevor?
like hearing her laugh from across the room, and she was so beautiful.
And you guys went to lunch right there, and then you ended up spending all day together.
And jumping on a park bench to declare your love.
Yeah.
Carving your initials in a tree.
Well, I'm trying to anyway.
Trying to, yeah. I'm glad that you actually went through with your promise and went to Detroit to see her. What'd you guys talk about?
Well, what's real nice about it is that it wasn't quite the overwhelming, this is too good to be true kind of feeling that I had on that date here in Seattle. But, the connection was still pretty great. And I just had a great time with her, and I had a great time with her friends, and, Detroit was great.
You're the first person to ever say that, I think. That Detroit was great.
Hey, Trevor, I'm wondering, did you guys talk a lot over the phone, maybe FaceTime, Skype, leading up to this? Because it had been 2 months in between.
I did. We texted, a bit and sent emails and talked every so often. And so, we spent a little time just kind of internet dating, I guess.
Did you feel let down that it wasn't the same type of magic when you saw her, or did it make you actually feel better about a relationship?
No,
with her?
I actually felt better because being in Detroit with her felt real. I mean, where before it was like this ridiculous, romantic comedy or romantic movie that was just, now it feels grounded and feels like something real in the world.
We obviously know how Trevor feels about the whole thing. Alexandra's on the phone, too. Alexandra, what'd you think of the whole experience?
The whole thing was kind of overwhelming at first, just because so many of my friends knew about it, and then it just sort of grew, and it was really fun to sort of be the center of attention for a while. But it also felt so crazy, it just felt like something that was kind of unreal, and I kept just waiting for the other shoe to drop, I guess you could say.
Waiting for it to go bad, you think?
Kind of a little bit,
Okay.
And then. I don't know, it's just my friends were kind of giving him a hard time because I think maybe they were a little bit jealous.
Was there a point over the weekend, a moment where you're like, oh my gosh, this could actually work?
It's so strange to be talking about this on the radio. I guess for me, there actually was kind of a moment, and it was just when I first saw him, I had that flash of just seeing him being older, and I was there too, and then I was like, you're being crazy, so...
Are you skeptical at all about the distance, though? If you guys, you're in Detroit, he's here.
Yeah, I mean, that's an actual problem.
Have you had a conversation about that, or even about what your official relationship status is?
No.
Let's do it right now.
Yeah, what do you want it to be?
Trevor, ask her to be your girlfriend and tell her to move to Seattle.
Whoa, Brooke, a little aggressive.
Am I being too much?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Actually,
I just want it to happen.
Trevor told producer Boy that he has an announcement to make. Trevor?
Yeah.
Go ahead whenever you're ready. Producer Boy won't tell me what it is, but he told me you have some sort of announcement.
All right, so Alexandra, we met in January here in Seattle. I took this wild chance when I saw this beautiful, amazing woman. We had a magical date. As ridiculous as it sounds, it was the most amazing thing I'd ever experienced. And and even though it wasn't some kind of fairy tale experience, the time in Detroit was pretty amazing. And I think what we have is real, and as strong as it is, it doesn't come that often in one's life. And I do feel like it's serendipity, it's fate, it's kismet, and I would love it if you would consider being my wife.
Wait, wife?
Wife.
What?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That's how strongly I feel. I mean, it's beyond. And
Trevor, you guys have spent a weekend together.
Oh my God, let her respond.
I don't know.
yeah, Alexander, you just said that in the moments that we had together, that you flash forward to the future and saw us older together. I mean, that shows us something that we are meant to be. Please marry me.
I think I'm in a little bit of shock.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm freaking out over here.
I've never felt this way before about anyone. I love you. Marry me.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Did you say yes?
Yes.
I can't stop thinking about you, and I saw us together, and I feel like the moment was even bigger than that, but I was a little too embarrassed to say it.
Wow.
And I want to be your wife.
I feel
And
like
I knew it as soon as I saw you in Detroit. I couldn't. I felt too scared to be able to tell you that.
Yes.
I feel like I have a front row ticket to a romantic
I know, right?
drama comedy.
This is awesome.
You have so much to figure out.
Oh, my God.
One of you has to move.
One of us does have to move, but you know what? We've got plenty of time, and, as they say in the movies, love conquers all. So.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I'm really excited for you, Alexandra, because that means most likely you'll be moving to Seattle and will escape Detroit. Good for you.
So I think that's what is going to happen. Well, Trevor, maybe we should talk off the radio.
Absolutely. I feel like I had to finish this on the radio, though, because it all started there.
Did that just happen?
Can we come to your wedding?
Absolutely.
You guys are responsible.
Okay, that means don't blame us later either, okay?
I plan on getting very drunk at your wedding. I'll let you guys both know that. All right, congratulations.
All right, thank you.
You're engaged!
Seattle's biggest morning show
is bringing you
60 seconds away from your shock collar question of the day. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And for years, there have been a stigma around dudes that have cats.
Oh, really?
That's true.
Yep. And for some reason, if you're a dude who owns a cat, then society says you're weird.
Yeah, well,
Why can't you just have a dog like a normal dude?
Yeah.
There's a stigma for women, too. Cats just have a stigma, man.
Yeah, they really kind of do. But apparently that stigma is fading away for dudes because according to a new survey, almost 20% of men now own a cat.
Really?
My husband claims that he's allergic to, and I call BS all over the place on that.
Just 1 year ago, only 13% of guys had cats. So that's a pretty big jump. And why the sudden change? Well, some experts say it's because guys today are much more effeminate than guys decades ago.
Okay.
So they naturally gravitate towards feline pets.
Which is so weird. Like, why is a feline an effeminate pet? Like, if anything, that pet does not care about you, right? Like,
Yeah.
that pet is a badass, kind of.
Others suggest that it's because of the internet. Dudes see an opportunity to make a profit by having a cat-themed YouTube or Instagram.
That's probably more spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as for me, the whole pet survey just makes me wonder about my old cat, Skittles.
Oh,
Skittles. What, you had Skittles for like 2 or 3 years? Not even?
I don't know. I think, yeah, that sounds about right.
Before
Year and a
you-
half, 8 months, not a year.
Still crying about having to give him away?
Well, it was a her.
Oh.
And
Yeah, she was great.
if people didn't know, I used to have a cat, but I did give her away a little over a year ago because it was just too much work.
It was so sad. I'd come over to your house and the cat would just meow, like begging people to pay attention to it. Like, meow, please pet me.
Wow.
Please, somebody.
It's in the corner. Just meow, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah,
It's like every other relationship that Jubal's in.
Give me
pretty
attention.
much, yeah. So now I have a dog,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I'll probably be giving away very soon. So listen for that contest on the radio. Of course, we'll give it away to a listener. All right, let's get into the shot caller question of the day. Young Jeffrey has come in studio with a hat full of names. We'll draw a name out of the hat to see who will put on the shock collar today. They're asked a trivia question. If they get it right, they don't get shocked. Jeff does because he asked a terrible question. If they get it wrong, they get shocked to the song that you want us to sing. Text in at 78592. What song do you want to hear from the person who gets shocked today? Jose has drawn a name out of the hat because he had the shock collar last. And who'd you get?
I got Brooke.
Oh, lovely.
All right. Brooke's got the shock collar. While she's putting that on, Jeff, please read Brooke the shock collar question of the day.
Back in 2001, history was made when a very famous entertainer released a music album that quickly hit #1 on the Billboard charts. That same week, they also had a movie come out that snatched the #1 position at the box office, making it the first time in history that an entertainer had an album and a movie debut at #1 in the same exact week. Who is the person that managed to do it?
Wait, 2010?
2001.
2001, sorry. Dyslexic a little, all right? I flipped the numbers around, Jeffrey. Stop being so judgy.
It's like 1020. Is that weird?
Okay, 2001. For some reason, my first thought is Ice Cube.
Really? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because he's in tons of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his music is always
And he's
good.
always in movies. I'm like, whoa, that's Ice Cube. Like, where'd he come from?
Yeah.
2001 would have been a good time.
Wow.
Hey, 2001, he would have had a hit, right? Wasn't Ice Cube put your back into it around then?
Yeah.
Okay,
think
that's my
so,
first
yeah.
thought.
You know, my first thought, I don't think it adds up on the timeline, but everything else adds up, would be Whitney Houston and The Bodyguard. But that was too
Yeah.
early, I think. It wasn't 2001.
It
It
was
was in the 90s.
earlier, yeah, than
That
that.
was in the
But that's a
90s.
good thought.
But, you know,
that's a
I
good
Will
thought.
Always Love You was great.
What about Ludacris?
Ooh, now we're talking.
Because
Fast and the Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
And What's Your Fantasy? Or maybe his next album.
Luda.
Luda.
I like that idea. Now, is there any females out there that were singers/actors like a Whitney Houston around that time period?
Like
I
Jennifer Lopez, she's in movies.
Oh, I like that.
But did
Jennifer
she debut
Lopez.
anything at #1? I don't think Jiggly did very well.
Yeah. She was in other movies. She was in that awful one where she was the wedding coordinator.
Oh my God,
it's
that
so
was
bad.
So corny.
Is it called the wedding planner? I think it is.
Yeah, the wedding planner is
that
so
one.
bad.
I liked it.
Of course. Why would you like that?
I don't
Why
know,
would
I
you
thought it was
even
cute.
watch it?
He likes anything weddings.
You're a strange man. I think I'm gonna go with Ludacris.
Good answer, dude.
In 2001, a very famous entertainer became the first person in history to have a music album and a movie debut at number 1 in the same week. Their album was actually supposed to come out several weeks earlier, but producers decided at the last minute to change the name of the record. So, when it finally came out, The Wedding Planner was already number 1 at the box office, and Jennifer Lopez was able to have the number 1 movie and number 1 album in America the same week.
That's a horrible movie. That should not have been number 1. That movie is so dumb.
So we have, just because of that, Jenny from the Block by J-Lo for you to sing, Brooke.
There you go. Here's the lyrics for
I
that.
hated The Wedding Planner.
You can sing Jenny from the Block whenever you're ready.
Sorry.
That's from the script, actually.
Yeah, it is. It probably is. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the Block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I came from the Bronx. Sorry. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the... Ow!
That was a good owl, though. That was in tune, I think, with her song. Impressive.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
When we first saw this email about the second date update, I assumed it was Mason from Afternoons here at moving925.com. And I was just going to simply respond and go, they haven't got back to you because they already sealed the deal on your first date, so they're not going to call you back. Because
You jerk. That was low, Jubal.
Low blow to Mason.
low or true? Yeah, exactly. This Mason actually happens to be a guy. Mason, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Jubal?
I'm good. Now, you went on a date with a girl named Molly. Tell us about it.
So basically, we're at the Seahawks Green Bay crazy Monday night game.
That is the best first date ever.
I hope she put out.
Right? Exactly. I thought I kind of had all my ducks in a row. I thought I was killing it.
Yeah.
But
As soon as that touchdown pass was thrown at the end, you're like, yes, thank God. I love you, Golden Tate. Okay, so what happened after
I thought I had it in the bag, but we start walking out, and she makes a beeline for her car. And I'm like, where are you going? So I call her. She doesn't return my calls. You know, I don't know what's going on.
Was she a Green Bay fan?
No, I mean, unless, you know, she was secretly a Green Bay fan.
So what did she say to you when she beelined to her car?
She didn't say anything. It was kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I had a few too many. I don't even know. But it didn't make any sense. So that's why I need Jubal to take this one.
Are you an angry fan? You know, because when I go to games, I drop a lot of colorful language.
Especially if there's small kids around.
Oh, even more if there's small kids around. I need them to learn things.
It makes him more angry.
So are you one of those kind of fans? Do you get like that into it where she would have been like, whoa, this guy's a little bit too much?
No. You know, I'm a huge Seahawks fan, but, you know, I knew how to lay there, so I wasn't going to be crazy.
Okay.
You are totally in the dark on this one.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to call her right after this and get your second date update, okay?
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I still think that Mason took Molly out on probably one of the best first dates ever.
Yeah.
By going to that Seahawks versus Green Bay game. Mason, you ready to call her and find out why at the end of the game she just split for her car and wouldn't even tell you why?
Yeah, I'm really ready. So, you know, the only regret I have is, I guess, not making out with her at the game.
Yeah, as soon as that touchdown pass was thrown, you should have just kissed her right then. All right, I'm going to call her right now.
Hello?
Molly, hey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5.
Hi.
We do a segment on our show called Second Date Update. I don't know if you've heard it or not. Somebody emailed us about you.
Okay. Who?
You don't know who it could possibly be?
I mean, there's more than one guy I haven't called back.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, maybe that's the answer right there. Okay, it's a guy named Mason. You guys went to the Seahawks game. He said that you just, took off for your car and didn't say anything to him.
I said goodbye.
You did? As you were running away?
I was walking fast.
Dude, that's like the most awesome first date ever. How could it have ended so badly?
You can have a good time on a date, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that person is the right fit for you.
Molly, let me ask you this then. If you didn't think that you guys connected like that, why just leave after the game and not, at least really stand there and say goodbye to him or blow him off or pretend like you're going to call him back or something?
Do I have to say? It's I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Well, he emailed us, so he's prepared to hear whatever it is that you have to say.
He didn't ask me, though.
Well, okay. Hey, Mason.
Yeah, hey.
Oh, wow.
Molly, Mason's on the phone. She's saying that you didn't ask her why, and she doesn't want to tell us. So why don't you go ahead and ask her?
All right. Why didn't you return my calls? I thought we had a great date.
Are you sure you want to hear publicly what I think?
Yeah, I got nothing to hide.
It's not that I don't find you attractive. I thought you were an attractive guy, but it's just I don't think you hold your liquor very well. When you were drinking, your personality changes. Some people are, they laugh or they're funny or they're mellow, but you're angry drunk.
Oh, all right.
You were cursing a lot. You were cursing at people around us, which,
oh, man.
I don't know if you remember this, but when we were leaving, you, went nuts on a kid. You were a little 6-year-old. He
Molly.
was so small. Mason's a big guy. And he was like, hey, Packers, you stop this.
On a kid?
So, Mason, do you remember yelling at a little kid?
I do remember some small child wearing a green jersey, but that's something that, his parents never should have done to him.
It does give you hope that Jubal can find girls to date, but that's awful, dude.
We were just playing. That wasn't serious.
Do you get angry drunk often? Have you been in bar fights?
No.
That means yes.
Yeah, that means yes. You're right, Molly.
Well,
Absolutely.
when you're at a sporting event, I get wrapped up in it. I yell at kids too, so I kind of support.
But Molly shouldn't be dating a person like you.
Well,
is the point.
you don't know, Mom. Okay, that's fine.
A little judgy, but okay.
Yeah, a little bit. Molly, did it creep you out so much or ruin the date so much that you don't want to go out on a second date with him? Because we will pay for you guys to go on a second date if you're interested. I think that Mason would still like to.
I'm all about it, and I promise I will keep my drinking to 2 beers.
Okay. Molly, would you be interested in going out on a second date with him?
I'm
Please,
sorry. I just
come
don't
on,
think we are fit.
How about this? Okay, so you're saying no now, but what if for the second date, me and Mason hang out a little, get a little tuned up, and then I send you guys to the Rainforest Cafe so we can just yell at every kid in there?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A lot of my dates have started the same way that the date in today's second date update started. You talk to somebody online, they say, show up at my place. You open the door and they go, are you ready to shoot some video? And I go, yes, absolutely. Let's do this. That's the way most of my dates start, and they're always a really, really fun time.
Wow.
That's sort of what happened on Rob's date. Rob is on the phone. He wants to call a girl named Annie today. It's a very interesting thing that you did on your first date with Annie, Rob.
Yeah, it is. I just try to be different.
Yeah, I made it sound way creepier than it actually is. Why don't you explain to everybody what your date was?
All right, so this girl, her name was Annie. We met on Tinder. We were kind of hitting it off, just messaging back and forth, and she seemed really cool. And I just wanted to sort of be different just because it's Tinder. Not everyone takes it too seriously.
Well, and from the sounds of it, it sounded like Jubal was describing you putting an ad on Craigslist.
Yeah, well, you guys are making it sound like it was way worse than it was. Trust me. I'm not creepy. I promise that. But
did she or did she not show up to your house and you said, I'm going to shoot some video of you?
I did. I don't know if I said it in that way.
Oh, my gosh.
But I literally said, you're going to have the most fun date that you've never experienced before. So I came up with the idea to have a YouTube date.
What?
A YouTube date?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. All right. Okay. So hear me out. All right. So
It sounds like you're just going to sit there and watch YouTube videos.
I mean, how many?
Okay, hear me out. Okay, so when she got to my door, I have a card waiting for her that says, "You've been invited to a YouTube date, and if you accept, ring the doorbell." And so she rings the doorbell, right? So I answer, and I sort of have this ridiculous, crazy outfit on from like the 1970s, thinking that she'd be down because I'm kind of a goofball sometimes. Her reaction wasn't what I expected. Like, she kind of giggled, but...
yeah, she's probably like, what the hell is a YouTube date, and why are you dressed like that?
Yeah, she kind of had that reaction. But I told her, I said, the whole point of the date is to make a viral video on YouTube. So
what?
We can
Okay.
Wait, slow down here
So
for
that's
a
what
second.
a YouTube date is. A YouTube date, I guess, is to try to make a viral video.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't be the first person to ever think of this, or maybe I am.
And why do you think a woman would want to do this? Viral videos are usually embarrassing.
I mean, I just thought we'd have a good time and, have a few laughs. I mean, for the first 20 minutes, it was going really, really well, and she was coming up with all these awesome ideas, and then it just sort of fizzled out, and, like, for the next 45 minutes, we kind of just sat in silence. And
like a really bad brainstorming session. You're like, we got to make a viral video. What do you want to do? And it's like,
writer's block.
And then her ideas, and you're yelling at her, your ideas are terrible. That will never go viral.
Yeah, but at least I had cheese and crackers for us to snack on. That was okay.
Why wouldn't you just bail on the idea? I mean, 20 minutes in, just go take her for a glass of wine somewhere.
Because the way that we were talking on Tinder is she seemed very outgoing, and I thought she'd be up for it. But it just, it wasn't what it was supposed to be, and it was very awkward.
Sounds like it.
And yeah, I just didn't have a plan B. That was, that's what it comes down to, I guess.
So you didn't have a plan B other than a YouTube date, which is a date where you try to film a viral video.
Yeah, I guess the way that you're telling me now, and the way that I'm thinking about it, it sounds really stupid, but in my mind, I thought it was going to be freaking hilarious.
Yeah. I can see your point, though. You're like, I'm going to try to do something out of the box and different, make her laugh. It's going to be like a crazy scene from a movie where she tells all her friends, he's such a funny, crazy, kooky guy, and then it just didn't work for you, huh?
Yeah, and then we would totally get a YouTube video out of it that went viral, and then, we'd be famous. It just didn't work out.
So did you ever shoot a video?
Yeah, we did, but I mean, it's like it's stupid. It was so dumb. Like, I don't want to.
No, you have to.
Tell you.
Listen, you've already embarrassed yourself with the YouTube date. You might as well tell us what the video is.
All right. So the idea that we finally came up with was, the movie Frozen, right? Everyone knows the movie Frozen.
Yeah.
So we did the song "Let It Go," and we used couch cushions as the mouth. I was the top, and she was the bottom, and this is not a sexual thing at all.
So you both were holding couch cushions, pretending like it was a giant couch mouth, singing the song of Frozen.
Singing "Let It Go," and
that is terrible.
Yeah, guess how many views?
How many?
7.
You are killing it right now on YouTube. It's understandable why that didn't get any views.
When you describe it, it's almost kind of funny. Did she have fun?
I mean, yeah, in the beginning, I'd say it was pretty fun, but the vibe that I was getting, I'm pretty sure she just kind of wanted to do it just to move on to get to the next portion of the date or to maybe leave.
I just want to get this video done so that I can go on about my day and not have to be on this date anymore. How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your date?
I mean, I've tried to contact her and text her a few different times, but she actually hasn't responded at all. And I'm thinking, I mean, did I screw it up with the YouTube date? I guess that's what I'm asking myself, because she's not responding.
And I'm guessing that she probably didn't share that YouTube video on, like, her Facebook page or anything.
Well, Brooke, I didn't even share that YouTube video, so if you can imagine if I didn't, then it's not my best work.
All right, well, play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Rob is on the phone. He wants to call a girl named Annie. One of the most original dates we've ever heard. It skirts the line between fun and creepy very well, and I like that about it. He took her on a YouTube date. They met on Tinder. She showed up to his house. He said, "Are you down to do a YouTube date?" She said, "Yes." A YouTube date, I guess, is where you guys get together and try to film a viral video. That was the whole point of the date. He thought it would be very fun and exciting for her, and it would show that he knows how to have a good time and he's a funny guy. And it didn't exactly work like he thinks because they couldn't really think of a good idea. And at the end of the date, she left and hasn't called him back. Rob, I think I know why you're not getting a call back.
Why?
Well, she probably saw that you weren't getting a lot of views on your YouTube video and is just very upset and doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the reason.
Guarantee it.
Rob, if you get a chance at a second date, do you just want to do something more normal?
Normal? Yeah, that's the word that I was going to say. Yeah, I mean, dinner, no videos, no filming.
There you go.
Probably not even taking any pictures just to be safe.
Yeah. I guess if you want to be boring and average and have just a regular date.
Yeah, well, it'll probably give me a better chance than what I did the first time. So.
All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now. Get her on the phone and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Annie, please?
This is Annie.
Hi, Annie. I'm calling from the website BuzzFeed. You may have heard of us. You have a viral video that recently got 1 million hits. Are you aware of that?
No.
Okay, good, because that didn't actually happen. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
The radio station?
Yes, I am the radio station.
What, why are you calling?
I'm calling because one of our listeners sent us an email about you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. His name is Rob, and you recently went out on a YouTube date with him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob.
She remembers Rob.
We talked to Rob, and he told us that it seemed like you had fun trying to film a viral video on your YouTube date, which I told him was a weird idea, by the way. But it says he said it seemed like you enjoyed it. You didn't enjoy it?
No, it was terrible. He was like a huge pervert the entire time I was there.
Whoa.
You think Rob's a pervert?
He is a pervert.
Okay, when we talked to him, he didn't sound like a pervert to me. Yeah. He said you came over, he had a note on the door that said, "You're about to experience a really cool date," and then he answered it, and you guys sat there and tried to shoot a viral video and didn't really get anything good done, but it didn't sound perverted to me.
Wow. Well, he left out a lot of stuff then.
Really? Do you want to tell us what he left out?
Yeah, I would love to, just so that no other woman will ever go out with Rob ever again.
It was that bad?
Honestly, it sounded like a really fun idea, and I was super into the idea of, like, making a video. It sounded, like, creative and fun.
Right.
But all of these suggestions for the videos he had were so weird and sexual.
Really?
That it was just like, this guy is a total pervert.
Weird and sexual, because he told us that the video that you guys actually filmed was you two holding couch cushions like a mouth singing the song from Frozen.
Oh, yeah, but that was, like, after all of his suggestions, which were, at one point he was like, oh, we should do this thing called Spank Wars. And I was like, what is that?
Spank Wars?
And he says it's a competition where we spank each other until someone gives up.
Was he joking, though? I mean, come on, that's got to be a joke.
Kind of slim.
I thought it was a joke. I was like, he has to be joking.
Right.
But then he had another thing right after that, which was like, let's try butter wrestling. And I was like, what the hell? And he was like, I saw it on Honey Boo Boo, and it was really funny.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that doesn't sound really funny.
What is butter wrestling?
You just grease yourself up with butter from the kitchen, and then you wrestle each other.
So he invited you over, had a camera set up, and was like, hey, let's spank each other a lot. And then, oh, that's not a good idea. Let's get all buttery and wrestle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, it'll go viral. We'll get at least like 5,000 views. And I was like, I don't think that I want to do that. So I suggested we'll do like the Frozen video, the Let It Go video with the couch cushions.
Right.
And that was fine. And then he said he has to go to the bathroom. So he leaves, and then I get up to like just check out what he's recorded on the video camera, and it was just close-up shots of my boobs.
Nuh-uh.
There were no couch cushions. It was just like tight shots of my boobs.
Really?
Oh,
So he was.
yes.
So he is a pervert.
He's a pervert.
Why didn't you say anything to him then? Why didn't you go, hey, I know what you're doing. You're just filming my boobs.
I would think I was in shock a little bit. Like, I couldn't believe that this was happening to me.
I do not. I would never go on Tinder again if I had a date like that.
Yeah, it was pretty traumatizing. I mean, I never want to see him again.
So basically, you want to now do a PSA to any girl that's on Tinder. If a guy named Rob asks you to come over and shoot some YouTube videos, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Why don't you tell Rob yourself? Because he's actually on the phone listening.
What?
Yeah, Annie. Hey.
Are you serious?
Hold on. Give me. Yeah, it's me. How am I perverted?
How are you perverted? Did you not hear just like what I f***ing said? You're a disgusting pervert who filmed my boobs and suggested that we play Spank Wars. Like, you understand
all right.
that's
So
not
how do you get sexual from suggesting Spank Wars?
How do you not?
Come on, man.
Are you a moron? Like, what is wrong with you? I don't know. Like, what is more creepy, that you're just a total pervert, or the fact that you're just like not aware of what a pervert you are? How many girls have you done this to?
Listen, we were sitting in silence for so long. Like, what the hell was I supposed to do? I just started coming up with these ideas. And with the
I
whole
don't know.
butter
Maybe
wrestling,
make normal conversation like a normal human being.
Instead of going, Spanx, butter.
Yeah, instead of like asking on a first date to grease up in your underwear with butter.
Okay, so in my defense, the whole shooting with the boobs and stuff, you have a nice rack, and I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god,
It's not making it.
you are f***ing disgusting.
I wanted to sort of remember that just because.
I wanted to sort of remember that.
Rob, that is the grossest thing anyone's ever said on second date updates.
You had a nice rack, and I sort of want to remember that. Wow, Rob.
So now
There's nothing wrong with that.
There is
There is.
everything wrong with that.
Rob, I've been out on a lot of dates with women who I thought had fabulous racks, and you know what I did? I took a mental picture to remember it. I didn't actually bust out a video camera and tape them.
you're even like a bigger pervert than I realized.
Well, in my defense, you're kind of misleading just because the way that we were talking on Tinder, it didn't seem like you would have been defensive for,
Yeah,
for
well, that was
what happened.
I knew that you were a huge creep.
Okay, wait. Rob, you're saying that she shouldn't have been defensive about you videotaping her boobs in secret and then keeping that video for your own personal use.
Well, obviously she wasn't supposed to find out and know this information.
Yeah, Annie, it's your fault that you found out.
What is happening?
I think I'm gonna do a second date update first here. Rob, no offense, actually kind of a little bit of offense. I'm not sending Annie out on another date with a guy who's gonna secretly tape her boobs.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
All right.
Whatever.
Whatever. Like, we seriously need like a PSA out there about this dude.
I think this is it.
Hey, Annie,
Yeah.
thank you for your time. I will say this. I'm not going to send you out with a pervert again. I won't.
Thank you.
But I would like to play Spank Wars still. Are you up for it?
You can play Spank Wars with yourself.
Okay.
He already does.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Question for the ladies in the room. If you are like kissing a dude and you don't want to kiss him, what's your way to get out of it?
Jose?
I normally, wait a minute. You said ladies in the room.
It's funny how quick he answered.
I know, right? I just started going with it.
Instinctually.
You pull away.
Just pull away.
Yeah, you just pull away and you do the like, oh, I'm not ready.
Okay.
I don't kiss on the first date.
Or you could just go entirely like stone-faced.
Yeah.
And so he's just
Just
like making out with your whole face.
And then just let it awkwardly take care of itself.
That would be
That's a
terrible.
great idea. I asked the question because Sam is on the phone with us right now. Sam wants to do a second date update with a girl named Stacy, and he thinks she tried to get out of kissing him. We'll get to that in a second. But first of all, Sam, how are you?
I'm okay. I'd love to sort of get an idea what happened here. So
Absolutely. First of all, tell us about Stacy. How'd you meet her?
we actually got set up on a blind date.
Like a true blind date? You'd never seen her?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, there's a little bit of excitement and nervousness about how that's going to turn out.
Now, was it like a blind date where you didn't know anything about her, or you stalked her Facebook for like 3 days before?
No, we got set up by friends.
Okay.
And I thought we might be a good match.
You didn't see her at all before you went out. Was she, like, were you excited when she did show up?
She was super cute, kind of like, I guess like a fiery, like Reese Witherspoon type.
Okay. Okay. And
Yeah, she was super cute.
did she seem pleased by your appearance?
I would like to think so.
You know,
When we finally like ran into each other and met each other, she smiled and gave me a big hug, and I'd like to think that she was pleased.
So what'd you guys do?
Well, we went to the Pacific Science Center and, check out the exhibits at the museum.
She's of age, right? Because that
Yeah.
museum there is like for 8-year-olds.
It is.
Okay.
The thing
I thought it would be like a fun way to just, check out the interesting exhibits and
Right.
talk and get to know each other. And
Play around in a big Crayola crayon.
the only thing that worries me.
I actually got maybe a little too excited about the dinosaurs.
That means no alcohol in your first blind date.
Well,
true.
afterwards we got a drink.
All right. And your email said at the end of the date, you guys shared a kiss, but you feel like she did something to get out of it, and you wanted to know if you think she did it on purpose. Go ahead and tell everybody what that was.
I mean, the date just went so well, and we were laughing and talking and holding hands around the area. And I walked her back to her car at the end of the date.
Uh-huh.
And because it had gone so well, I felt compelled to go in for the kiss.
Yeah, well, you're holding hands.
And I was coming in, and then bam, she sneezed like right in my face.
Did you get a kiss out before she sneezed, or she just, like, you were coming in and then she spit all in your face, basically?
No. She actually sneezed into her hand.
Okay.
And so all the, sneeze particles, I don't know what to call it, went into her hand.
Yeah. That'd still be weird to recover from if you're about to kiss someone and they just sneeze right there. All right.
But I didn't get showered with spray. But the sneeze did blow the moment because all momentum leading up to that kiss was ruined. So it's not like I could go back and do it again. I just feel like maybe she sneezed to not kiss me.
If she did, she gets some style points. That's pretty creative.
Quite a move.
I don't know. The allergy season has been bad. I'll tell you that. So maybe it was her allergies. Have you tried to get a hold of her?
Yeah, I sent her an email
Ooh.
a day after the date, and she hasn't responded, and it's been, a week now?
Okay, well, maybe that's your bad move, because sometimes emails can just be like a dead end. Like, thanks for the date. Love, Sam.
Or maybe,
I mean, there's no question there. There's no reason to respond.
Well, no. I mean, I said, I'd like to go out again, and let me know when you're free next.
I think the sneeze was just the start of an epic illness.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be it.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to play a song. Come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If a girl ever tries to turn me down for a kiss, I'm always prepared for it.
Oh, yeah? What do you do?
Yeah, because when I go in and I see them start to shut me down, I just go up and then I lick their forehead. And then I act like I meant to do it.
Yeah, that's...
So they don't know at all. I even have a little card printed out and I give them, it says, I meant to lick your forehead. So they don't know. So I get the upper hand there.
You're very prepared.
Yeah. We're talking about girls shutting down guys for kisses because Sam's on the phone. If you missed the first part of the second date update, he thinks that Stacy may have got out of a kiss by sneezing in his face. We're about to call her right now. Sam, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sam, I think you're thinking the worst here. This girl was holding your hand on a first blind date. I mean, did you guys have other physical touch besides that?
Just your little back and forth touching on the arms during, laughing about something,
This all just sounds very creepy.
Well,
Did you have more physical touch?
I'm just saying.
Tell me about physical touch.
Show me on the doll, Sam.
It's like, you know what I'm saying, right? I'm not
I'm
crazy here.
All right. Well, we're going to call her right now and see if we can get your second date update, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Stacy, please?
this is she.
Stacy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Okay.
You ever heard of it?
Why are you? I think so. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with a guy who really liked you, but he hasn't heard from you in like a week or so.
Okay.
His name is Sam.
Uh-huh.
So you remember Sam.
Yeah.
Is there a specific reason why you don't want to go out with him?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
All right, before we get into all that, Stacey, can I ask you one question? Sam told us about your date. He said very nice things about you. He also said that when he tried to kiss you at the end of the evening, you sneezed in his face. We're wondering, because we all think that was your way of getting out of the kiss. Was that? Because it's very creative if you did. Props to you.
And the timing.
Thanks. Yeah, it was.
Oh!
You would have done the same thing if you were me. Trust
Really?
me.
What?
But you were like holding his
And
hand.
I did think that was like a nice way. And I like made it like I got snot in my hand.
You really sold it. You're a good actress. What was so bad about going on a date with Sam?
He's great. Okay, he's good looking. He's a total gentleman and like a good looking guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have sneezed in his face too. Sounds like a complete jerk.
Yeah, why would you want to go out with him, Stacey?
Oh, you guys, don't make me.
Stacey, it's just confusing because he said you guys were like holding hands and things were going great on the date.
And you clearly feel very passionately about it, though, that something is off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, he's got. God, I feel so awful. Like, okay, he has the most disgusting, like, little baby hands.
Oh!
What?
So his hands are a big turnoff?
His hands are disproportionately tiny.
Wait,
like little pretzel nut finger baby hands.
Hey, Stacey?
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with us. I do want to let you know that Little Hand Sam is actually on the other line and heard you say that.
This is absolutely unbelievable.
Sam, are your hands really that tiny?
No! No, I've never been told that in my life. That is...
For real? I mean, no one's ever told you that?
No one has ever said anything about my hands being baby
Well,
size.
they're really small.
There's no way my hands are that
Okay,
small.
remember when we got drinks and you had to hold your drink with two hands?
That is just a total choice. I don't have to hold the drink with both my hands.
No, I think you would choose it over the age of 3 to hold their drink with two hands.
It's kind of weird.
I cradle it because I cherish it.
Yeah, right.
No, you hold it like a baby would with your baby hands, which you have. And I'm sure that there are plenty of girls who would not mind so much, but for me, it's a turn off.
I'm so sorry that I don't have like calloused construction worker hands, but come on, my hands aren't that small, and we had such a good time.
They really are, and I think if you just own that, you'll probably feel better.
Maybe I should wear like Mickey Mouse gloves or something that make them look gigantic.
No,
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying, like, find
This
a
is
girl who doesn't
crazy.
care. Because there are plenty of people who aren't going to care. Like, you're really hot, and you dress really well.
These are all pluses.
It's just my thing.
All right. Well, Stacey, I'd like to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to go out with Sam again? It sounds like it. It sounds like you're willing to give him another shot. We will pay for you guys to go on a second date.
Come on,
I can tell you right there.
Stacey, you were kind of harsh.
I'm not trying to be harsh. You asked me why. No,
I know.
I would have obviously never told him that to his face. You're the jerks that got me on the radio. So.
That is true. I appreciate your honesty, but will you go on a second date with Sam? Sam, convince her to go out on a date with you. You got like 20 seconds.
We had such a great time. We were laughing. I can put my arm around you. You can feel the muscles of my arms around your shoulders. We don't ever have to touch hand to hand if that's really going to freak you out. But I think we had a great time, and I think we should go out again.
You do have nice muscles. I will give you that.
So come on, can't you look past his teeny little hands and go out on a second date with him?
I think you probably have nice pecs too. So if you're willing to like take off your shirt.
Oh my gosh.
Then yes, I will go on a date with you again.
I think there's some fire here.
Tiny and Sam.
I'm going to send you to a place where they serve nothing but sliders so that the burgers look appropriate size for your hands.
Bowling with like softballs.
Yeah. All right, well, congratulations. You got a second date.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
One of the secrets in dating is if you have a bad date, never accept blame for anything. Any good relationship expert will tell you always pass the blame, never accept responsibility for your own actions.
God,
you can blame the food, you can blame the weather, you could do what Victor, who's on the phone for a second date update, did, and you can blame your boss for ruining your date. All sorts of people that you can blame for screwing up your date. What's up, Victor? How are you?
Hey, guys. I'm good. How are you?
Victor,
Pretty good.
why are you playing the blame game, man?
Well, I take responsibility for a couple of things, but, I feel like I did everything right as much as I could have, given the circumstances.
Really?
Tell us before you get into your actual date. Tell us about the girl you want to call today. What's her name?
Her name's Zoe.
Zoe. All right. And where did you meet Zoe?
We met through a friend of a friend.
Okay. That's exciting. How did you feel when you first saw her?
I mean, she was super cute. Just kind of radiated a little bit. I was pretty impressed. She looked a lot better in person than she did in the picture, and so
that's always a bonus. And I hope you told her that. I hope you told her that she looks better in person than she does in pictures, and tell her to stop taking pictures.
I couldn't tell her that. I didn't tell her that. I just after a few seconds of meeting her, I had to actually excuse myself.
Really?
Oh, really?
Why?
And that's kind of where my boss comes in. He had kept me about like 10 to 15 minutes later than I had expected, so I was late for the date. So in order to get there, I had to run, and in doing so, worked up a bit of a sweat, and kind of got a little bit of a stank to me by the time I actually got to the restaurant.
So wait, did you like sit down and then realize your own smell and then have to excuse yourself?
No, I mean, I could, as soon as I like closed the door to the restaurant, when you're like, you kind of go from inside to outside, and like all of a sudden just like, you could tell.
You wafted. It was a wafting smell.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a stink pocket.
So is that why you think she's not calling you back, because she noticed the funk coming from you?
I don't know that she noticed the funk. I went over to the table and just said, hey, I'm here. I'm sorry. I just got to go run and hit the bathroom real quick. And when I did, all I had on me was a little bit of cologne, like a little sampler.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of doused myself in it, just to kind of at least mask the smell. I know, but it was all I could do.
Great idea. Using cologne to cover up body odor never goes wrong.
Everyone knows that is the worst possible move. Obviously, you take a sink shower at the bathroom. That's what you should have done. You got towels there. You just get it wet. You get your armpits drenched down. You take care of business.
You should have been with me. There's no real handbook on this. I didn't know that.
Well, I am an expert on body odor, so...
Yeah. You have come to the foremost expert in the world on body odor, Brooke. So you didn't do that. You doused yourself in cologne. Do you think she noticed?
Well, I was hoping she wouldn't. But when we got the appetizer, she definitely called the waiter back over and was like, I think there's something very pungent about this, as in not in a good way.
She thought it was the food.
Well, she thought I definitely steered her in that direction as well. I encouraged that a little bit.
What's the expiration date on these cheese sticks? Because it smells like they've turned a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea what to do, so I kind of demanded that the waiter just take the appetizer away. And
oh my gosh, that's so awkward.
yeah, no, it was awkward. But I'm not going to be, the guy that's like, yeah, no, it's me. It's my stinky armpits. Don't worry about it.
So, but she had to have noticed when they took the appetizer away that the smell stayed.
I don't know that she did it. Maybe she just kind of, how you just get used to things after a while. Maybe that's where it went. Because actually, from there on out, our conversation was great. It kind of hit on all the right notes, about family, career, 5-year goals. I mean, it really got kind of deep.
Whoa.
And so, I don't know.
You had a good conversation despite being late and then smelling like poo.
Yeah, pretty much.
So don't tell me that you gave her a hug at the end of the night.
Actually, I did.
Oh!
That is a terrible idea.
Oh no.
Yeah, why?
Well, it was kind of like a surprise hug, though. I mean, she was like leaving the restaurant, and I kind of just came up behind her and like just quickly like just wrapped my arms around her.
Ew.
That sounds
Surprise.
No.
worse than
Yeah.
hugging her with body odor. It's
So now you got a creepy, stinky hug, is what
Yeah.
she got.
From behind.
Yeah, I mean, I know it wasn't perfect by any means, but it was just kind of a little show of affection and kind of say, I had a great time. Thanks.
Okay.
yeah.
Use your words next time would be my advice.
Well, I'm trying to use my words now, but she's not answering my phone calls, and hopefully you guys can help me out with that.
Yeah, that is not shocking news to me at all,
Yeah.
Victor.
It sounds like she was really impressed by you.
No, I know. Listen, I really like this girl. She's like one of the most like normal people I've gone out with in a long time. And those two things, it's funny and stuff, but it's like, look, I can always be on time. I can always take a shower. Those things I can change. I just need a redo here. I really do.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll try to get you your redo. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, all right?
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Victor is on the phone, and today he wants to call a woman named Zoe. And I'm surprised he's not getting a call back because they played the most fun first date game ever. Where's that smell coming from? It's always a fun game to play on a first date. And unfortunately for Victor, that smell was coming from him because he showed up late. He had to actually run there, and by the time he got there, he had body odor, so he excused himself to the bathroom, put on a bunch of cologne, and smelled pungent. He blamed the smell on the appetizer, but I don't know if his date bought it. All right, Victor, you ready to call Zoe and see if it was your funky armpits that did you in?
Yeah, I'm all set.
And can you promise when you take her out again, no from behind surprise hugs? Like, nobody wants that.
It was an awkward moment.
Yeah.
Forgot to add that along with the smell, when they were walking out of the restaurant, Victor just grabbed her from behind and gave her a hug. And I'm assuming that was not only creepy, but also very smelly, and she realized it wasn't coming from the appetizer.
Yeah, well, he didn't try to throw her in the trunk of his car, so she was probably good with it.
She's lucky we didn't go to dessert, because that's probably what I would have done.
You're sick, Victor.
Well, the way this date went for you, it wouldn't surprise me at all. All right. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone, and find out why she's not calling you back, okay?
I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. All right, no problem. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Zoe, please?
This is Zoe.
Hi, Zoe. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Jubal?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Do you know Jubal or do you not know Jubal?
I've heard of... Wait, where are you guys from?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio program. Some people might call it a showgram.
Oh,
No,
that's smart.
It's a radio show.
Wait, am I on the radio?
Do you want to be?
What?
Because we can make that happen because it's a radio
Zoe.
show, you know? We can make that happen if you want to be.
Why are you calling me?
Do you want to know why?
Yes, that's why she asked, Jubal.
Okay, cool. We're calling you because we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Who?
Well, his name is Victor, and you guys went out on a date.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why would he email a radio station about our date?
Well, because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update, so Victor is confused why you won't call him back.
That's weird.
It is.
Why?
agree.
Because it should be obvious why you're not calling him back? Is that why it's weird?
I mean, I would have thought so.
Really?
It was odd. No.
You know, Zoe, from Victor's description of the date, he also knows it was kind of weird, but he really liked you and would like a shot at a do-over, but he says he can't get a hold of you. I mean, what's the reason that you don't want to call him back?
I mean, we're very different people. I mean, I've been on several, first dates that were a little off, but this one was just like, I can't explain. I don't want to embarrass him or anything, but
We talked to him already, and there's no way you could embarrass him any more than he's already embarrassed himself telling us about the date. So
he told us
Wouldn't
a
worry about
lot.
Okay, well, then you probably already know. I mean, it was kind of inappropriate what happened.
Oh my God, it was the hug. It was the weird back hug, wasn't it, at the end? He told us about the surprise hug. He came up from behind. I would have punched him.
Awkward.
It was awkward, but he didn't seem harmful, so no, I didn't punch him or anything. But that wasn't even the weird part, honestly, not the weirdest part of the date.
Are you talking about him showing up late and smelling like a used gym towel?
No, I mean, I knew something smelled, but I didn't notice him smelling any particular way.
Okay, So what are you talking about then? Because those are two really big red flags that he described to us.
Okay, so the conversation, it got pretty in-depth, which is kind of nice on a first date, but I don't know if he was doing it on purpose, but he just got a little too personal with some of his questions.
Like what?
Okay, so we talked about goals in life, which I think is pretty important. And he's very much a numbers guy. And he said he wanted to retire early.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me, had I ever thought about it? When did I plan to retire? And I said, well, I haven't. I mean, I'm like in my mid-20s. It's just not something I've really thought about. Mm-hmm. And he gets kind of focused at this point and takes out his laptop at the restaurant to start to see when I can retire.
Wait, he's like analyzing her financial situation?
Yes. He's like asking me, like, what do I do for a job and how much money do I make? Do I have a 401k and savings and all this?
Wow.
Wow, that's a little...
It was a little creepy to me. I didn't want to tell him. All of that's kind of personal. And I said, well, I don't really know. And he said, well, just guesstimate.
So it's more like he's your financial planner at this point rather than you're on a date with a dude.
Right. I'm trying to think about, do I want to, like, give you a kiss at the end of the night? Not when do I want to retire?
All right.
And it got really weird because I said he asked if my parents were rich. And he said, well, what is their estimated date of death, do you think?
Oh, no way.
Oh, my God. It'd be more concerning if you had a date.
When we talked to him, he told us that you guys had some really deep conversations.
Oh, my gosh.
Really deep, like too deep.
Yeah. He took that as having a deep, meaningful conversation, and you obviously took that as a weirdo who's trying to figure out when you can retire and when your parents are going to die.
Yeah. I mean, is this what he does all the time? I don't know. It weirded me out.
Yeah.
You know what else is weird? He's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you right now.
What? He's been listening this whole time?
Yeah.
Zoe, there is nothing wrong with what I did. I was doing you a favor.
Oh.
Usually I charge like $500 for my services.
Oh.
But you don't talk about that on a first date. I mean, who brings a laptop to a first date anyway? So you were asking me all these questions about money, not what, my life aspirations were, or did I want to have kids one day, all these important things, and it was just numbers.
Well, we were going to get to that. I mean, everybody should be educated about their finances.
That would have been on our second date.
Personal stuff first.
I mean, I was really concerned. You didn't seem to have a clue.
What? It really wasn't what I was worried about at the time.
You can't just go and call her clueless right now. I mean...
Well, listen, she had no idea. She had no clue when she wanted to retire. How to retire, what kind of payments to be making in the meantime, how to set herself up. I mean, it was atrocious.
Maybe she just didn't want to discuss it with you, basically a total stranger.
Yeah.
On a first date.
Yes, thank you,
this was
Zoe.
a date, Victor, not a meeting set up so you could do her financial plan.
Well, it just seemed important, and this is how I showed I care.
Oh, okay.
What are those, like your 7 love signs or whatever it is to show how you love someone?
There's only 5, and I guarantee you that's not one of them.
You don't think financial planning is a love language? I don't know. I'm not sure.
No, it's not. And why would you ever even ask me when I thought my parents would die? You didn't even ask their names. This is not appropriate.
I didn't mean that I wanted to know when they were going to... Well, I mean, I did want to know when they were going to die, but not for the creepy reason. It's just that the average men die at 84.7, and women are at 87.3. And I thought that I could calculate, therefore, how, when, and if you're going to get an inheritance, given the fact that that would be roughly around the time that they may pass. And I could factor it into your retirement plan.
I'd rather think think about them living to like 120. I love my parents.
But not to mention, if you're the oldest daughter, statistically, you're going to be the ones financially responsible for taking care of them in their old age.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to that yet. I'm very aware. That's a very important factor. But she kept blocking me on the inheritance aspect of it, so I couldn't get that far.
Oh, that's terrible.
She's an inheritance blocker.
This is so ridiculous. Why are we even talking about this?
Well, because Zoe, I think you need to hear the hard truth, and that's that you have got to get yourself set up for a good future, you know?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, Victor. Victor, you were the one that called us and you wanted a second chance. What happened to that? Like, she told you what was wrong. Why aren't you apologizing instead of just attacking her further?
I'm not trying to attack her. Look, I mean, this is very important. You know, I mean, it's your financial well-being in the long term. If we're talking about a relationship, it's long term. Come on, where's your head?
It's a first date.
But shouldn't you know whether you're compatible with the person before you even start to care about the finances?
Yes.
I ran the numbers. I'm compatible with her.
And I believe you did the research, Victor. I do.
You know what I mean? I guess I'm just more of a planner than you guys are, you know?
I don't know. I'm trying to plan a second date for you, though. Zoe, would you like to go on another date with Victor? We will pay for it.
You know, as tempting as it is, no.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense. I don't think we're going to be that compatible because you're going to want to talk numbers, and I'm not. So thank you very much, but no.
Yeah.
Zoe, thank you for your time. Sorry it didn't work out for you.
It's fine. I don't want to go out with them again anyway.
Yeah.
And Victor, I'm sorry that didn't work out with Zoe, but, you know, if you have time to get dinner soon, I could probably use your help with a few things.
You've got my number.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You go out on what you think is a great first date and then never hear from that person again. We'll call them for you to find out why they haven't gotten back to you. Today we have Tommy from Port Orchard on the phone. Tommy?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. Who do you want us to get a hold of today?
So I went on a date with this girl, and I met her on a dating website.
Okay.
And she wanted to do like an activity, not like go out to dinner or something.
Let me ask you this. Was it a free dating site or one you pay for? Because that makes a big difference.
It's a free trial. Eventually you would pay.
All right.
Okay.
So either way, she wanted to go do an activity.
It's your trial girlfriend.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
But,
and what happened?
so my idea is miniature golf, right?
Uh-huh.
Had a really good time there, and then afterwards I asked her, I was like, hey, you want to come back to my place? And she said, yeah. And so I was like, oh, she's having fun too. And we go back to my place, and then, like, literally she's there for, like, 10 or 15 minutes, and she gets all awkward and weird and, like, makes up an excuse and ditches out. Like, something switched. Like, something happened, you know?
What was her excuse, Tommy?
Like, all of a sudden she had, like, work super early in the morning or something.
It's weird. Like, you're not the first person that we've talked to that had this happen to them. And my dating experience has never happened where someone just kind of randomly left. Maybe I'm better at dating than I thought I was.
No, you just get them so drunk that they can't drive home.
That's probably the key.
Do you have anything weird in your apartment?
No, I don't think so.
So you have no idea why she could have just kind of gotten weird and left.
Yeah, I mean, literally, we got back and, like, we barely even hung out. There wasn't even time for me to screw anything up.
All right, and have you tried to contact her?
I have, and she's not she doesn't answer my calls. She won't answer my texts. And now I'm like, I've completely moved on. I don't even care. I just want to I just want to know why.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Yeah, you just want an answer. Cool. Okay, we're gonna call her right after this.
All right, cool.
Turn the lights on. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Tommy went out on a date with a girl. They went back to his place. She was there for a matter of minutes before getting awkward and leaving. He hasn't been able to get a hold of her since. We're going to give her a call now to find out why. Tommy, what's her name anyway? I never got that from you.
Amy.
Okay. All right. We're going to give Amy a call right now to see why she hasn't gotten back to you.
And Tommy, will you remind me, how long ago was the date?
About 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So it's been a while.
One of the nights.
Hang on, Tommy. We're dialing right now. Hang on.
Hello.
Hi, is Amy there?
This is Amy.
Amy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
Who is it?
Jubal from Moving 92.5, the radio station.
Okay.
You went out on a date a little while ago with a guy named Tommy.
Yes, I did.
And he emailed us wanting to know why you haven't gotten back to him. He said you went back to his place and then you got kind of awkward and just split.
Well, that's true.
Can you tell us why?
Wow, I really wish we wouldn't have done this because it's not like,
Well, here's
how
the
can I put this? Like, that I think we're just into different things. That's probably the
You're
way to put
into
it.
different things. Did you see something in his apartment that made you think that he's like weird or something?
Actually, that's exactly what happened. I mean, the date itself was really good. He's a really nice guy, and we definitely,
Amy, get to what you saw in the apartment. It's killing me.
Sorry. Well, I don't want to make it seem like he's an all-around bad guy. But when we ended up going back to his apartment, he was in the bathroom brushing his teeth, which I was like, okay, so that means we're going to be making out. I was ready for that.
All right.
I was just kind of looking through his movie. I'm laughing just because he's going to be really embarrassed when I say this, but he had like all of his porn just like out with all of his regular movies.
That's
So
awesome.
it's like Caddyshack, and then right next to it is like Position Impossible. And I was like, wait, what? And I remember reading that, I was like, maybe I saw that wrong, and I was like, no.
Amy, hang on one second. Tommy, you don't hide your adult movies?
Oh, he's on the phone?
Yes.
They were hidden with all the other DVDs.
Amy, yeah, Tommy is on the phone. Tommy, how do you say hi to Tommy again since you haven't talked to him?
Oh my! Hi, Tommy.
I'm so sorry that I didn't put those away, but that is just so normal within a guy's apartment, I guess.
Yeah, but not.
Yeah,
whatever you do, like in your home, is your own thing. But it was like that's like not a first date kind of.
Yeah.
Tommy, I normally don't like to display my porn like a coffee table book. I like to put it away, especially if I know that I've got a date that might be coming over.
I know. I apologize. I did not have the forethought to hide it.
Amy, I have to ask though, is that like an unforgivable thing for you?
I don't want to say that it's unforgivable, but I think, honestly, I think this was just, and I'm laughing just because, like, as like, open as having your porn out, but it's also, like, just the names of the movie that was really weird, too, because they were, like, all on...
Wait, so
what porn in history wasn't named weird?
Yeah, exactly.
You actually...
I guess I just didn't know that much, It's just weird to see them, I mean, I will give it to him. Everything was alphabetized, and his apartment was very neat.
That's awesome. Amy, what were some of the names? I'm just curious.
Oh, my God. Well, I don't remember all of them, but the one that, like, totally freaked me out because it's on a kids movie was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And I was like, but on the side picture, I was like, that is not the one that I know.
You like pick it up, you're like, oh, this is so sweet. He's got like kids movies. He likes Disney. That's not Disney.
No.
No.
Amy?
Yeah?
Now, we'd like to offer you a second date if you'll go out with him again.
Let me ask her. Amy, I'm sorry. I'm a normal guy. Let me take you out on another date. You'll come back, drink some tea at my place. There'll be no porn anyway.
If it helps your decision, Amy, we'll pay for the date.
Well, he's a really nice guy. That I'll give him. And he didn't try to make any extra extraordinary horny moves. So I'd go out with him again.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, you guys can watch porn together.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not paying for the movie rentals.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Time for your second date update. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning, and we've all had one crush that never quite worked out. Maybe it's because the timing was off, or you simply never had the nerve to corner them in a back alley and demand that they grab a drink with you.
Wow.
But what would you do if the universe gave you a second shot? That was what happened to one of our listeners, and will it be a great love story or a complete disaster? You'll find out right now in your second date update.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, dating is a lot like shopping at the grocery store for a grapefruit.
What?
What the?
You can either sift through all the grapefruits to try to find that perfect one, or you can take the easy way and just grab one of the ones on the outside that's been kicked around a little bit. It's a little damaged. It's a lot easier just to go for one of those grapefruits. Sure, it might have some bugs and some bruises.
A little squishy.
But it's still a grapefruit. And that's what Huxley did today. Huxley's a man after my own heart and decided to go after the damaged grapefruit.
Still working on this analogy.
Hey, Huxley, what's the grapefruit's name?
The grapefruit's name, she's actually a woman. Her name's Alicia.
Alicia, all right. And tell us a little bit about Alicia.
So Alicia and I go way, way back. We were good friends in college, and I was always that guy that had a crush on her.
Okay, wait. So you're the damaged grapefruit or she's the damaged grapefruit?
Well, I guess in this scenario, we're both damaged grapefruits.
A couple of damaged grapefruits trying to go out and have a good time.
Yeah, I always had a crush on Alicia. She's always been the most attractive girl, so she, of course, always had a boyfriend. And every single time that something would happen with her and her boyfriend, I was always the guy that was there for her.
Oh. Well, you were trying to position yourself, right?
Well, no, I did have a crush on her, but I swear, Brooke, there was no agenda. I'm a really good grapefruit. I'm one of the ones on the inside. So anyway, cut to present day. I see over Facebook that she got a divorce recently, and I saw maybe a potential opening.
Yep, you saw that she'd been divorced, and you're like, just damaged enough now that I could probably date her.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I thought about some of the good times we had in college and figured, why not reach out? I did see a little bit of an opening that maybe something could develop. She's single, I'm single. There's really no reason why not.
And you guys had kind of dropped off in terms of your friendship post-college.
Yeah, she got married pretty early on, and then I left and moved a couple 100 miles away. I mean, keeping in touch today is so easy, but back then it wasn't that easy, I guess. So yeah, we kind of fell out of touch with each other. And I decided, like I said, to reach out, and then to my surprise, reached back out to me after I messaged her over Facebook.
Hey.
Did you proposition this as a date?
No, well, I just kind of shared my condolences, on her divorce. That's never easy. And we started to chit chat back and forth. And eventually I did ask her to maybe we should meet up for drinks. And she thought that was a good idea.
Okay, but did she consider it a date when you guys went out?
I didn't cross that boundary because I didn't know how fresh the divorce was, and I didn't know if she would be kind of turned off if I asked her on a formal date.
You should have just sent her a message on Facebook that simply said breakup sex with a question.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know if that would have worked.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind for next time, all right? So, did you guys actually get together?
We did, yeah. We met at a bar, and when I saw her walk through the door, it was a total flashback to college, and a lot of feelings were immediately felt by me. She did not age at all. I was smitten, I guess. I don't know. I was
cute.
taken aback. It was cool. It was a cool moment.
Yeah.
So how did drinks go?
It was good. We had a couple of drinks. We caught up, and then she kind of opened up to me about her marriage, and because I knew the guy, and actually, her vulnerability allowed me to open up about my divorce that I had too.
So how did everything end with you guys?
Well, I mean, we were, had another drink, and we decided to call it a night. And on my way out the door, I still was venting a little bit about my breakup, which was nothing like hers. My marriage only lasted a year, and that ended 7 years ago, which it's not even on my radar. I don't even know why I said this next thing, but while we were walking out the door, I admitted that the last 6 months of my marriage, we didn't even have sex at all.
Okay.
Right when I said it, it was word vomit.
You feel like that was too much information for her?
Yeah. She played it real cool, and she was real nice about everything, but it's one of those moments where you speak too much, and now you can't take those words back. And I I felt like maybe that's the reason why she hasn't called or texted me back, because it was a good date other than that.
Okay, but did she know it was a date?
Yeah, it doesn't sound
It
like
doesn't
a date.
sound like it, yeah.
Well, for me, it was a date. It was nice. And, I did ask her, like I said while we were leaving, that we should hang out again as like a formal date invitation, So,
You said, quote, as a formal date invitation.
no, I'm not. I'm a grapefruit, not a robot. I said, like, we should hang out again. This was fun.
Again, that doesn't sound like a date.
Well, like, the way I said it, though, was like, there was, like, a vibe. I was sending some signals out that it was, like, more than just friends.
Okay. And what did she say to that?
She said, yeah, and she was, like, enthused, and it was cool, and that was the last I heard of Alicia, Like, I reached out to her again on Facebook to try to put some dates on the calendar so we could go out, and then I haven't heard from her. And on Facebook, you can see when they've seen your message, and I know she's seen the messages, which is...
Have you sent her a message in all caps saying, I know you're seeing these, answer? I'm teaching you a lot of good tools here, Huxley.
I like that advice.
Yeah, you're laying down some good stuff. I am writing it down.
We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Huxley, I think this second date update is going to work out for you.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Well, because the girl that you want to call, she just went through a divorce. You went through a divorce. I think once you guys talk it out, you both will realize you don't have many options. And at the end of the second date, she will agree to go out with you again because, hey, why not? That's what I'm thinking.
Because she's just finally
That's really
giving
nice
up.
of you. I like that, Jubal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Putting me on. That's nice.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Huxley is on the phone. He wants to call a girl named Alicia. They actually have known each other since college. They kind of fell off a little bit after college. But he always had a crush on her. She always had a boyfriend. Then she got married. He recently saw on Facebook that she was divorced, and they started chatting, and he said, hey, we should go out and talk and hang out. They did, but now she's not responding to him. And maybe, have you thought about this, Huxley? Maybe your date was so bad that she went back into the arms of her ex.
Oh,
no! Yeah, second date update is doing wonders for my confidence.
Yeah, sounds
No
like it.
problem, man. All right, I'll dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Alicia?
Yeah, this is Alicia.
Hi, Alicia. This is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What?
My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Have you ever heard of it?
I don't think so.
Wonderful. It means we're doing our job.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to call you today to ask you about a guy that you recently went on a date with.
What?
Mm-hmm. We do a segment on our radio show called The Second Date Update. That's basically where if you go out on a date with somebody and then don't call them back, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask why.
Oh, okay. That's fun, I guess.
It is
one
kind of
way to
fun. I
put
like it. And the guy that emailed us about you, his name is Huxley.
Huxley?
Huxley, yeah. Do you know a lot of Huxleys? I feel like that's not a very common name.
No, I only know one Huxley.
And have you gone out with Huxley lately?
Yes, I did hang out with him recently.
Okay, good. We've got the right person on the phone then. Well, Huxley is wondering why you won't answer any of his Facebook messages or phone calls or anything after you guys hung out.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know why I haven't called him back.
What? Come on.
Yes,
You have to know why you haven't called him back. There's got to be a reason.
I don't know if I should talk about it.
Why not? He's the one that's asking.
I mean, this is a radio station.
Yeah, but I mean, he contacted us to get a hold of you because you won't tell him, and so he's confused. Is there anything that you can tell us?
I mean, we used to be really good friends in college.
Come on, you gotta give this man something. He has been crushing on you hard for a really long time.
He has?
Yeah. He says he's had a crush on you since college, and you always had a boyfriend, so he could never ask you out. And then he saw that you were recently single, so he decided to take the chance, and you guys actually went out. Yeah. And now he wants to see you again, but apparently you're not calling him back.
I mean, that's really flattering, but I don't think I'm going to go out with him again.
Oh, but you should have heard the way he described you and your beautiful smile and how lovely you are and what a good person you are.
Super cute.
I know. I mean, he is a really nice guy. I mean, Huxley is great.
Okay, so if you like him so much and he's a really great guy, why not give him the respect of at least letting him know why you don't want to go out with him again?
Okay, fine. I just don't want to date a guy who's been divorced.
Wait.
What?
You don't want to date a guy who's been divorced?
No, it's a huge turnoff to me.
Well,
Wait, though.
Huxley told us that you were recently divorced. Is that not true?
That is true. I just don't want to date a guy who's divorced.
Wait, is it because you're just not ready to date yet?
No, I don't want to date a guy with all of that baggage from being divorced. It's a lot to deal with.
But
You
you're
can see how that
divorced.
sounds a little strange, though, right? Like, you're divorced, and you're saying you don't want to date a guy who's divorced?
Yeah, I mean, it's just different. It's very different.
All right, so even though you've been divorced, you just will not date a dude who's been divorced.
Yeah, that's right.
You understand how hypocritical that sounds, right?
I mean, divorced guys are just always bitter, and they're always talking about how women are going to take their money just like their ex-wife did.
That is a huge stereotype that I don't think holds true.
Those are the guys that I've met.
I know a lot of divorced dudes, and I've never heard one of them say that, actually.
Well, you're not dating them, are you?
No, unfortunately, because a few of them are loaded, and I would love to take their money. Hey, Alicia, it's very interesting reasoning. Thank you for being honest with us and giving us an answer.
Yeah, I just prefer a single guy who is completely unattached. That's just my thing.
Okay. And my thing is surprising people by letting them know that somebody's on the other line when they're listening. And Huxley is actually on the phone and heard this whole conversation and wants to talk to you.
No, he's not.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I don't understand your reasoning at all. It makes no sense.
It's just my thing. I don't want to date a divorced guy.
But you're divorced.
Yeah, but you're a divorced guy, and I'm a divorced woman, and it's very, very different.
What? I don't think it's very, very different at all.
The difference is I divorced my husband, but you lost your wife. So it's a very different dynamic.
Ouch!
What? Oh my God.
Yeah, I won my divorce. You lost yours. So you have more baggage because you didn't win your divorce.
Are you kidding me?
It's not a board game.
So are you saying, Alicia, that because you're the one that divorced your husband, you have less baggage than Huxley?
Yeah, when we were at the bar, he told me that his wife broke up with him. I mean, I left my ex, so there's a big difference there.
Oh my God.
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
Shit, my ex and I split like 7 years ago. It was like an amicable split. She left, but it was completely like amicable. Both sides agreed that it was over.
So it sounds like you're changing your story now because that's not what you told me at the bar.
What are you talking? I mean, I said she left me, which implied like she left the relationship.
I mean, I would have thought differently if you had left her, but it sounds like you are not the one in the driver's seat in this relationship.
You guys listening to
Alicia,
this?
are you just being mean and petty because you're really hurt by your own stuff you're going through?
No, I'm not being mean and petty. I'm telling this guy what I want out of a relationship. How is that being mean and petty?
So you like me better if I divorced my wife?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is so weird.
Actually, I would prefer that you weren't divorced at all. But since you were divorced, it is better if you left her instead of the other way around.
Oh my
Wow.
I mean, look at it this way. When some people get a dog, some people like get a new puppy, and some people like to adopt a rescue. I want a new puppy.
Oh my God.
That's awesome. Hey, Alicia, would you like to go out on a second date with Huxley? I probably know the answer, but we will pay for a date if you go out with him again.
You know, I think I made my point pretty clear, but I still would like to be friends with him.
Hey, a little rescue.
Alicia, how can I possibly just be friends with you after all of the stuff you just said about me?
You're damaged. I just don't want that in a relationship, but I am fine working with you through it as a friend. I can't do it in a relationship.
I'm not damaged. You're damaged. You're damaged. Like, this is, like, hear yourself. You are damaged. You are the damaged one.
But I'm not as damaged as you because I left my husband.
All right. I'll let you guys argue this out later about who's the more damaged in this situation. Alicia, thank you for your time. Huxley, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date out of this whole thing.
Yeah, thanks.
But you know what I will do for you, Huxley?
What's that?
I'll ask our listeners. Text in at 78592. We have a beautiful rescue on the phone. His name is Huxley. If you'd like to adopt him, text us 78592.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. It says, according to the crazy/hot matrix, Alicia must be a 10. She must be super hot because she's also super crazy. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Huxley wanted to call a girl named Alicia. They actually met in college, and he always had a huge crush on her, but after they graduated, they lost touch, and she got married, and he got married. But he recently found out that she was divorced, and so was he. So they started chatting again and decided to hang out. When we called her, she told us that she didn't want to date him again because she didn't want to date a dude that's been divorced.
Even though she was just divorced.
Yes.
But she's like, no, I divorced my husband. You got left.
Yeah.
So it's way different.
She said he had baggage, and she didn't want to take in a rescue.
Yeah, she really, I think, is the only damaged one in that situation.
Pretty hypocritical,
Yeah.
but either way, they're not going out on a second date.
I think that's probably good for him.
Yeah, I think he dodged a bullet, too.
Yeah.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
In my opinion, it's always a good date when the possibility of handcuffs getting whipped out comes into play.
On a first date. Wow.
Not everybody feels that way. Like Frank, who's on the phone for a second date update right now. What's up, Frank?
Hey, guys. What's up?
Not much. So you almost got the handcuffs put on you, huh? On a first date. That's what I like to hear.
It's like Freaky Frank already, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun, Frank, your email about your date, but I guess it wasn't?
Yeah, it wasn't what I would love to exactly have, but that's how it goes.
You sound awkward just even saying that.
Yeah.
It just wasn't one of my proudest moments, really.
Before we get into that, tell us a little bit about the girl that you want to call today. What's her name?
Her name's Jenna.
Jenna. And how did you meet Jenna?
We met through some mutual friends, just at a party, and we were both hanging out, and just there seemed to be a little bit of a clicking. You know what I mean?
Okay, so did you know immediately that you wanted to ask her out?
Oh, definitely. She was hilarious,
Oh, awesome.
I love that she was just, had a great sense of humor, and she had an awesome smile, and she had this really cute mole. It was, between her left eye and her nose. And
Cute mole, huh?
it's going to sound a little, normally I'm not really into moles at all. They kind of weird me out, but he was, rocking it. You know what I mean? There's something about it that was, super...
Something sexy about a girl who's not scared to rock her mole. I agree with you on that one, Frank.
Sexy. It was like a sexy mole. So it was nice,
Obviously worked because you guys went out on a date, right? Yeah. Tell us about the date.
Well, I love indie films, so I asked her to see this indie film that my friend actually worked on. He was a cinematographer on it, and he was just super talented, and I just wanted to go support.
So how was the movie?
It was, I thought it was good. At one point, I was kind of nervous, too, because I had French onion soup at lunch, and I was I didn't have a chance to brush my teeth, so I was worried, I don't know, if I had bad breath or something. But
all those onions.
she leaned in at some point, so I felt okay, this is going great,
She leaned in to kiss you during the film?
Just to be closer, I think, just kind of lean up against me, but it was just I think she was just trying to get closer.
Right. Okay. And you didn't try to kiss her at that point?
I didn't kiss her, but I was thinking, all right, this is we're going to get a kiss at the end of the night, you know?
Yeah, it's a good romantic move there.
Did you get a kiss at the end of things?
No. Here's what happened after that. So the movie got out, and then, we're driving, and I ended up getting pulled over, and I guess my taillight was out or something. That's what the cops said, and I was just talking my way out of it just because I already have 2 tickets, and I just I don't want to jack up my insurance.
Right.
So So I thought I was a pretty smooth talker, and it seemed to be okay. And it just felt different after, for some reason. Like
After you got pulled over?
yeah, like when I got back in the car, and I was like, that was weird. And she, she kind of didn't really wasn't laughing like I thought she would have or something.
Wait, they had you out of the car.
Yeah, that's my question, too. That's extreme.
Yeah, I got out of the car to talk to the cop because I just didn't want her to hear, anything was going on. And
I thought it was a lot worse. Like the cop said, get out of the car, like that kind of thing.
Gun drawn.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that dramatic.
Wait a minute, though. Why didn't you want her to hear?
I don't know. When I'm on a first date with someone, I don't want exactly for them to hear that it's like, oh, this isn't my first ticket. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want her to think I'm like some irresponsible guy getting tickets all the time,
Okay.
And so what happened when you guys actually got back to her house and you said goodnight?
So I drove her back to her place, and, I'm thinking I'm still going to get a kiss, by the end of the night. And I took her to her door, and she's just like, no, sorry, just not feeling it. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, wait, so you went in for a kiss and she denied you?
Yeah, she's just like, sorry, it was just weird. It just was kind of cut off.
All right.
And I asked her, I was like, can I call you? And she's like, she was just really vague. She's like, okay. But it didn't feel like she was super interested.
Not absolutely call me, just, okay, sure, I guess.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, exactly. She's like, all right, yeah, whatever.
Sure. I wonder what could have happened from the time you went to talk to the cop to getting back into the car that would have made her seem so cold.
I don't know. I have this weird theory that maybe she dated that cop or something.
What?
I don't know. I just was thinking
You've just been sitting on this, making up stories since you went on your date of things that could have possibly been wrong, right?
I don't know, because I can't figure it out. It was why would you suddenly just not want to talk or not even accept my kiss?
That is reading deep, sir.
Well, I don't know. I thought I was thinking that. I was thinking is it my breath? Was it the French onion soup?
The breath?
All kinds of things.
Slept with the police officer.
Have you tried to call her since the date? I mean, have you tried to reach out to her?
Yeah, and just nothing.
Nothing at all.
Hasn't. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update. All right?
All right. Cool.
Okay. Hang on, man.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I'm actually really surprised that the guy on the phone to do a second date update today isn't getting a call back because he's a bad boy.
Oh.
That's right. If you missed the first part of today's second date update, Frank is on the phone and he wants to call a girl named Jenna. And on their first date, he got pulled over, got into a physical altercation with a cop, and then took them on a high-speed chase down the freeway, which eventually ended in the car rolling over 6 times before he was taken into custody.
God, his story has gotten a lot better in the last couple minutes since the last time we talked to him.
Actually, he got pulled over after they went to the movies and then talked his way out of a ticket.
Yeah.
And then after he talked his way out of the ticket, when he got back in the car, she was very awkward and was hardly talking to him. Yeah. At the end of the night, when he dropped her off, he went in for a kiss. She said no. And then he asked if he could call her again. She said, okay. And then he called her again and hasn't heard a thing. Frank?
Hey, guys.
It would have sounded cooler if you would have done all those things that I said you did, by the way.
Yeah, I guess, but I did something.
Hey, next time.
At least I did something.
Yeah. We live to date again. The next date you go on, high-speed chase. Gets him every time.
The cop.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Frank.
All right, buddy, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you guys give out such good advice.
Really do.
I mean.
All right, man. I'm gonna dial her phone number right now. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Jenna.
Hi, this is Jenna.
Hey, Jenna. What's going on?
Not much. May I ask who's calling?
Sure.
Are you going to answer her?
I don't know. I mean, you can ask.
Oh, you're waiting.
Would you like to know who it is?
Who's calling me? What's going on?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Are you serious?
Yeah. How are you?
Fine. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you. His name is Frank.
What?
Yeah. His name is Frank, and you guys recently went to a movie together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Frank told us that after your date, he's been trying to get a hold of you because he would like to see you again, and you haven't been responding to any of his phone calls or text messages or anything.
my gosh.
So Frank asked us if we could call you and find out why you don't want to see him again.
There's no way that this is real.
No, this is 100% real. It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Frank wants to know why you're not answering the phone.
Oh my gosh.
So are you laughing at the fact that a radio station is calling you, or just the thought of Frank?
Just that he isn't taking me not calling him back and he's having you guys call me. That's very funny.
Well, I think he knows that you've blown him off. Now he just wants to know why, so he figured we could maybe find that out. Do you mind telling us a little bit about your date?
Well, my date wasn't great, but I don't want to talk behind his back, especially on the radio.
Yeah, but it's really not behind his back if you think about it. He's the one that asked us to make this phone call. It's not like we're doing it out of the blue.
Yeah. Well, maybe don't tell him this exact version, but I just can't go out with a guy that I don't respect.
Whoa, that got more serious than I expected it to. I thought you were going to say he's got a weird haircut or something.
Why don't you respect him?
I mean, I don't know how much he told you about the date.
Okay, he told us that he took you to a movie, and then there was an awkward moment when he got pulled over for having a brake light out or something. And then he talked to the cop, got out of the ticket, and when he got back in the car, he said that you were very cold to him. And then you wouldn't kiss him when he dropped you off, and then he said that you haven't answered his phone calls. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
That's a lot, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you his theory on why he thinks you're not calling him back?
Sure.
Because I guess he's been racking his brain for reasons, and he was thinking that maybe the cop that pulled you guys over was somebody that you used to date.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so extreme.
So you're laughing at that. I'm guessing that's not the case. You didn't date that cop?
No, I did not.
Oh,
He just can't figure it out because according to him, everything was great until he got pulled over, and then after that, you were weird.
Well, he thinks I didn't see what he did, but I saw it.
What did he do?
So we get pulled over. He immediately gets out of the car. I'm like, what are you doing? Stay in the car. The cop's freaking out. He's telling him to get back in the car.
Really?
Yeah. And then he starts crying to the cop to get out of it.
Tears?
Yes, he's blubbering. He's like, please, officer, I'm on a date and I have all these other tickets and I just really need a break today. It was insane.
I'm picturing a huge scene, the cop with his gun drawn and him sobbing.
No, I mean, it wasn't that dramatic, but they just went to the back of the car and, apparently thought I couldn't hear anything, but I heard everything.
So was he, maybe he was legitimately crying. Some people get really scared and nervous when they get pulled over.
No, because then he gets back in the car and he's all bragging to me well, I really, smoothed my way through that, really talked my way out of that one. How impressive is this?
So he was telling you that when he didn't think that you heard he was crying?
Yeah.
Was he still in tears when he got in the car?
No, I mean, he wiped away his eyes, but he was totally, all smooth talker, look what I just did.
What? Why didn't you just call him out on it?
I don't know why I didn't in the moment, but in my mind the whole time I'm thinking, did you just really cry to get out of the ticket?
The cop was even like, this is awkward.
Yeah.
I got to get out of here.
It worked. He didn't get a ticket. Yeah. I think it's a great move.
Well, yeah, he didn't get a ticket, but he also didn't get a chance to go out with me again.
Well, thank you for telling us your story, Jenna. I do also want to tell you, I hope that he's not crying right now, but Frank is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Frank?
Yeah.
Wow, Frank.
Oh, my God.
Is what Jenna says true?
You thought I was crying. I mean, are you a moron? It was fake. I just tried to get out of the ticket. It's called acting. You know what I mean?
Did you just call me a moron? I just told him what happened.
Yeah, I did.
Are you...
Okay, well, now not only are you sad and pathetic, but you're also rude.
Well, what was I supposed to do? You were like, we get pulled over for like nothing. You're doing nothing to help. You're like freaking out like it's like an earthquake or something.
Whoa.
And, I was
What kind of man are you? You can't even handle getting a ticket. You just speak to the officer, you explain the situation. It's not that hard to do.
Yeah, well, you could have like gotten out or done something like, hey, show them some cleavage, and
What? Are you kidding me? Frank!
Yeah, that is the least you could have done, like just show them boobs. Then I wouldn't have had to get out of it.
So you're blaming her for you getting out of the car and crying to the cop to try to get out of a ticket.
And you're suggesting that I flashed this cop? Are you kidding me?
All she was doing was just panicking the whole time. She was just freaking out the whole time, and she was like, my God.
I wasn't freaking out. I was just sitting there like anyone would do when they get a ticket. You were the one who was totally freaking out.
Yeah, no, I was the one who handled it.
Handled it like a 16-year-old girl.
You know what? I was proud of myself, and you should be proud that someone handled the situation.
I didn't know what to do. You're sitting there wailing to this poor cop about how you've got all these other tickets and you're on a date, and how can I possibly respect you when you get back in the car?
Jenna, you're obviously not used to going out with a real man.
Frank, are you just really embarrassed? Is that why you're being so aggressive?
No. Jenna said I was crying. I was not crying. I was fake crying. Okay? There's like a major difference.
Oh.
Hey, Jenna, I would love to ask if you guys would like to go on a second date. Jenna, would you like to go out with Frank again? We'll pay for it.
No.
Oh, what are you talking about, Jenna? What good are you if you can't use your boobs properly?
You know what? I thought you were cool. Like we laughed about the Ghostbusters and like laughed our tails off, and you're just like, have no respect for someone taking care of a situation and handling it like a real man does fake cry.
Yeah. I've been saying that for years.
Right.
A real man will fake cry to get his way out of things. Like anytime anybody's been aggressive with me, wanted to fight in a bar or something like that, I cry and I run out. And that's what real men do.
You want to handle this like real men?
Pretty much it.
So that's a no, Jenna? No second date with Frank?
No, and good luck to him finding someone who will.
Oh.
Sorry, Frank.
Jenna, that's fine. I don't care, because if I had to do it again, I would fake cry to another cop, whatever I have to do.
All right, well, it wasn't a successful second date for you, Frank, but you did help us learn a lesson today. That fake crying is the manly way to get out of things. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, why can't I find a guy like that? I love a fake crier. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Frank took Jenna to the movies, and Frank admitted that afterwards he was pulled over by the police, but managed to talk his way out of the ticket. But he was confused why Jenna wasn't returning any of his calls. We called Jenna, and she told us Frank got out of the ticket by crying to the police officer. Not by anything else, just crying. Frank defended himself, saying that he faked it and thought she should be proud of him for handling the situation. And actually, real men fake cry. That's what he said. He's a real man and he fake cries.
I think he really cried and is too embarrassed to admit it, which he shouldn't be. That's a stressful situation.
Jenna decided not to go out with him again. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, email the show and we will call the person that didn't call you back. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.